I got pulled over by a police officer with a stutter. This is a true story. Not like a slight little, done with a stutter, but like closed his eyes and committed to every syllable like it was a speech class and I was his teacher. My name is Tim Parks from the Sheriff's Department. Do you know I pulled you over this evening? I was like, to fuck with my head? Are you serious? How am I supposed to not giggle and go to prison for the rest of my life? That's the funniest shit I've ever seen. And he's a cop. How dangerous is that? Fripp, 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 and fripp, fripp, fripp. Bang! Oh, shit! I shot one! What if you had a stutter and got pulled over by that cop? Do you know I pop and pulled you? No. Don't you make fun of me, motherfucker. Nah, that's how I talk. Get on the crack. You'd have to change tapes in the dash cam halfway through. Thank you, Wisconsin. I love you. Good night, everybody. I love Wisconsin because the cheese shops. They're so specialized. I was here recently, and for New Year's, I came through Wisconsin, and I went to a cheese shop with my brother. He was like, let's go down to the cheese shop. I was like, yeah, let's go down there. So we go down there. And we're looking around. Cheese shop about the size of this stage. And we're hanging out in there. And while we're in there, these two guys come in, and they're just classic Wisconsin dudes, you know? You know what I'm talking about? Well, there's many here tonight that are just fucking, like, what am I playing? Yeah. Guys that just look like they weren't even born, they just walked out of a Packer game. What do we do now? Beer. Beer, cheese, beer. So these dudes come in, and they're like 20, okay? They come in, they're about 20 years old. And it's winter break, right? So it's like Christmas time. And they're off school, they're probably home visiting their family, and they're in this cheese shop with us, and they're just walking around, and I'm listening to them, I'm eavesdropping, and they're kind of looking around, and they're like, oh, it's a good wheel there, I like that wheel. It's a good wheel. That one we had I ate 2 of those at my family reunion. That cheese goes good with Madden 95 if you ever have that one. That's a good one. They just were chatting about the fucking cheeses, and then after like 10 minutes of this shit, they just walked out and didn't buy anything. You know what that means? That means they were sitting at their parents' house playing Sega or something, or doing something, whatever the fuck they were doing. This was a year ago, so it's PlayStation 3 now. They were playing video games. And they're hanging out, and they have nothing to do. And one of them turned to the other and went, you know what we ought to do? We ought to go down to the cheese shop and just look around. And his friend went, that's a good idea. Let's go do it. And then I realized, after we get done with that, my brother's like, all right, let's get going. So we took off. And then I realized we didn't fucking buy anything either. So we did the same shit.